I am blessed and highly favored.
I am amazing.
I am strong.
I am real.
One day, me and my brother, we slept in the living room on a blow-up mattress, as we did every other night. But this particular night, I was asleep and I just woke up for some strange reason because I just felt weird. So when I woke up, I felt like pressure like on my chest area and everything like that. So I woke up and looked behind me, and one of my family members were laying in between me and my brother, molesting me. I told my mom, and I didn't even hesitate. I didn't even think, should I tell anyone? I wanted to tell her because I wanted to leave. I didn't want to be there. So when I called her and I told her, she was like, well, there's nothing that we can do. I mean, like, that's literally what she said. And I feel like this was the beginning of why I always felt kind of like unloved by her as a child. Because my mom and I weren't always close. Naturally, I held on to my dad. Like right before I went to college in August, one of my family members called me. She said, my dad wasn't my real, she just blatantly said, your dad isn't your real dad. Just like that. And I'm like, hello? Like, what do you mean? And that was my rock. That was my everything. So I felt like when she said that, that kind of, it took all of that away. And then from that, I really hated my mom. I'm like, why didn't no one told me? So it kind of like clicked. Well, this is why she never liked me as a child, because she knew that I didn't share the same father as the rest of my siblings. So my mom found out what happened, and she just kind of denied it for a while. We tried to get through it, but it's like she would think that everything that I did, she thought I was doing spitefully. And I didn't want to hate my mom. Like, that's my mother. Like, I love my mother, so I didn't want it to be like that. But I just felt like it was so much tension going around in the family. Period. Even going through all that, it's like I've never heard God so like clearly saying like, you're gonna be all right. Like, you're gonna get through this. After a while, I talked to my mom and we took a walk around the block and we just let everything out. Like I told her how I felt from a child. I actually brought that back up. And she told me that she thought that I said something else, that we got into a fight or something like that. So she didn't know that I said he molested me. She just finally just was real about everything. So yes, the guy is my real dad. And she made that decision because the lifestyle that my biological father lived. I'm grateful that it happened because it opened the door for me and her to actually have a relationship, because ironic enough, we became closer after all of that came out. So everything it got better from there. I really believe that everything that I've been through has molded me into the person that I am. I feel like if everything was handed to me, if I've never experienced betrayal, if I've never experienced feeling unloved, I don't think I've ever would have wanted to find Christ, because I feel like everything is good, so why would I need anything else? And what God does, essentially, he takes the most ugliest and things that you've done and your mistakes and your past, and he shapes it and he molds it into something, and he turns it into something beautiful and good. My name is D'Andra Beal. This is my story. I am pressed but not crushed, persecuted but not abandoned, struck down but not destroyed.